All right. You have an E46 3 Series car and your engine is misfiring. You've got your code reader, but you just can't seem to narrow down what the exact problem is. So first thing I would do, I would replace all of my spark plugs. This is about $6 each, so it's the cheapest way to solve your problem. And then I would check my intake elbow boot, which can rip over time. It's a pretty old car, so this actually sits right here underneath the intake manifold. This is the lower intake boot, and this is the upper intake boot. And air can leak through here, that can cause misfiring. And this is actually $15. That's another cheap solution right there. And then I would check for my oxygen sensors. These are about $60 to $70, and they sit right above the catalytic converter right here. And I've actually made a video yesterday, and I will link that video in the description box. And then I would check for my ignition coils, and good thing about these, if they are bad, they would throw engine check light, and you can see exactly which cylinder is misfiring, and you can read that. So let's say cylinder 1 is bad, you can replace this bad cylinder 1 into 2 or 3, and if the code follows the bad ignition coil and says cylinder 2 is bad, that means you have bad ignition coil and you can replace that. This is pretty expensive, so I would not buy all 6 of them and replace it if it were up to me. And then you can check your fuel filter, which is sitting underneath your driver's side. And if you have an old car, I mean all these cars are old, so if you have a clogged and dirty fuel filter, you will not get sufficient amount of gas into your engine, and that can cause misfiring. And the most expensive solution to this car, which is called diesel valve, and this sits right here, and I have a video for this one also. I will link that video in the description box, how to replace it. And the very common problem with this one is this pin falls out, and this flappy thing doesn't work properly, and this pin gets stuck inside the intake manifold, which is the worst thing that can happen. And that can actually go inside your engine and ruin your entire engine, so you don't want to have that. So this is about $300 to $400, and if the pin falls out, the flappy thing doesn't work properly, then that can cause misfiring also. And also the seal right here, air can leak, and that can cause misfiring. So buy the seal. I recommend getting the OEM part for $300 to $400. I personally purchased the cheaper version of it, and it lasts about a year and a half, and when I called the vendor, they said the warranty is for 1 year. So get the OEM part, don't worry about it, and this would be the most expensive part, like I said. And I've talked to the BMW technician, and they said the fuel injectors for this car never goes bad. They've never had to deal with any customers to replace the fuel injectors, and that would be my absolute last resort. And I think I've covered everything. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys figure out your problem, and sometime in the future I would make videos for spark plugs, ignition coil. I might just throw up a video how to replace these, and then fuel filter, and I'm going to install this one right now. So stay tuned for that, and thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you like the video.